everyone. Today I'm back in the studio and I am working on these cute little Valentine pockets. They've got an embossed, I pull it up a little closer so you can see, it's got an embossed background that has hearts and then just a pretty piece of patterned heart paper and Valentine paper. And these are really cute. And these make really sweet little pockets to put little Valentine treats in. You can put some candy down in there. You can put some little tea bags, would be cute. You can also just kind of layer in some pretty tags and other hearts. Put that behind there, kind of like that. And it just makes the most darling little Valentine treat. You can put these in junk journals, scrapbooking. You can poke a hole in the top and use it as a tag on a Valentine gift bag. So there's so many fun little things you can do with this. Let me show these little patterns to you. So sweet. I just love this pretty little heart pattern paper. And this isn't just from one source. It's just some extra little pieces, little scrap pieces that I had left over from doing so many note cards. And here's a couple more that I have. I love sweets and you too. And then you and me here with a little bicycle at the bottom. So I'm going to do a real quick tutorial on how I did these. Let's move these little guys up out of the way. I started out with just a 3 by 6 inch piece of paper. So 3 by 6. I'm going to fold this in half. And then we're just going to crisp up the edge here. Okay, so to get this pattern in the back, this pretty heart embossed pattern, I'm using this folder here. This is just a Doris folder. Daris, I don't know how you say it. I've had it for a really long time. But this is the one that I use. And if you'll notice, let's see if I can not have the reflection on here. It's got these hearts, some are going this way, some are going that way, and they're kind of back and forth. And so I decided I wanted this one here and this one kind of at the top, so then I wouldn't have an upside down one on there. So when I put this in, I'm putting it in, let me turn this around and open this up. I'm putting it in like this. So then all I'm getting is kind of this top portion here. And I'm doing that for two reasons. So, because I only need the very tip of this to show through. And then the second reason is when this goes through the embossing machine at only part of it, it leaves this bottom part down here. If I wanted to, I could write a name down here at the bottom of who I'm going to give this to, if I did it kind of as a tag style, or I can come in and then stamp to from over here on the left side, and it gives me just a place to write without bumps on it. So I'm going to go run this through my embossing machine. Okay, so I've run that through. I'm going to pull this out. And now I'm going to take this side and I'm going to flip it the other way. And we'll push that down a bit. Then I'm going to pull over. I've just got a small little cutter out here. And I'm going to go on this side and I'm going to cut off 1.5 inches. We'll just come right there, 1.5 inches. And we'll just get rid of that piece. Now we're left with this. So when I fold that up, you can see I can put a piece of paper, then pattern paper, right on top of here. And I've already cut out a piece that'll fit. Since this is 3 inches long now and 1.5 inches wide, that's how much I've cut this into. Okay, I've got a piece of blue paper, I've got some glue here, and I'm just going to flip this over. And this bottom part with just this little piece of 1.5 by 3 inch paper, you can use lots of scraps to do this little project. So I'm going to layer this right on here. And then if I've got any extra hanging over, I'm going to push that down well. If I've got any extra hanging over, like this didn't line up perfectly there, I'm just going to cut that up and give it a little trim. So it's got a nice smooth edge. That side looks pretty good. The other thing I like to do on these, whoops, get that out there. The other thing I like to do is make sure and round the corners. So I've got my corner rounder. And just do a snip in each corner, just to spiffy it up just a little bit. And then to attach this side, you could run this through your sewing machine. That would make it really good and secure. But I've found that this this tacky glue works really, really good and holds this down well. So I am just gonna come through here and put a little on each side. Move this all the way, and then just fold this up. Now as I'm doing this, I'm going to kind of reach my finger down here and I'm going to give that just a little bit of a push. If you can kind of see what I'm doing there as I'm doing that. But give that a little push so it gives it just a little bit of room. And this stuff will dry really good. But it gives it a little room to be able to put a little treat down in there, or put your tags or whatever kind of goodies you want to go down in there. So we're going to let that one dry. I want to show you a couple things that you could do with these. Let me move that over. Let's see, a couple of these here. I've pulled out, let's move that out of the way, move this over so you can see these better. It's kind of fun then now to come and embellish these. And I've just pulled out a few washi tapes. And let's see, like even this really plain red one would look good, I think, up at the top. I'm not gonna actually decorate these up now. I just want to show you a couple of ideas. But see how just adding that red there at the top would give that a little bit more to it. And I think this shiny would be really pretty. It would look really pretty. Sparkles. If a person could find the edge of this. Da, da. Let's see how pretty that would be put there on the top as well. Just to spiffy it up. And then come in with all your little embellishments. I've got a little container here full of little gemstones, and I've pulled just this red one out. So if we just came and added just even a red sparkly gemstone in the middle, and that spiffies that up. You could add lace, you could layer it. So many fun things that you can do with these. But for now, I'm just going to leave this like this, and as I do little projects, I'll probably embellish them more. But these are really, really fun. And if you give these a try, let me know in the comments. Thanks again for joining me today, guys. Have a happy day. Bye.